Lotte Chemical Titan Holding is said to be getting ready to relaunch its IPO on Monday at a lower price than initially planned. Citing sources close to the deal, Reuters reports the listing will likely be launched at 6 ringgit 50 per share instead of about 8 ringgit per share. This means it will raise about 4.8 billion ringgit. The report goes on to say that the move is due to weak investor appetite. According to its prospectus, Lotte Chemical Titan was supposed to have set the IPO price yesterday, but Nikkei Asian Review has it that the petrochemical producer deferred it amid valuation concerns. Lotte Chemical Titan is planning to return to the main market of Bursa Malaysia on July 11th. Its IPO involves the sale of 740.4 million shares, with the sum 18% taken up by its 5 cornerstone investors, including PNB. Granite Pictures has asked a US court to allow it to appoint a third party to help run the company as it continues settlement talks with the US Justice Department. However, US media reports say Central District of California Judge Dale Fisher dashed any hopes of that happening. According to a brief order, the US federal government and Red Granite had filed stipulations regarding the appointment of an operational fiduciary, as well as proposed orders for the court's signature. However, Fisher points out that those proposed orders merely state that pursuant to the stipulation and request of the parties and good cause appearing therefore, the attached stipulation is so ordered. She goes on to say that this makes no sense. The court does not order a stipulation. It's unclear what the parties want the court to order or what the purported effect of that order would be. And so she refused to sign off on the order. No electricity tariff hike for the next 6 months, with the government footing 1.3 billion ringgit in imbalance cost pass-through or ICPT subsidies. Tenaga Nasional told Bursa today the government has announced an ICPT subsidy of 2.54 cent per kilowatt hour from July 1st to December 31st. The utility giant says the actual imbalance cost from January to June of over $500,000 ringgit resulted in a surcharge of 1.02 cent per kilowatt hour. This was mainly due to rising global coal prices and the impact of forex rates on the ringgit. Also contributing factors, 280 million ringgit in additional gas cost following the government's subsidy rationalisation plan, and also higher piped gas prices to the power sector. Meanwhile, the government will also continue with the current ICPT rebate of 1.52 cent per kilowatt hour, which will amount to 780 million ringgit. LB Aluminium says fourth quarter net profit plunged 76%, mainly on higher taxes. Earnings stood at some 1.4 million ringgit, down from 5.7 million previously. Revenue, however, was up by 14% to 124.5 million ringgit. This was thanks to higher business volume as well as improved average selling prices. The company proposed a dividend of 2.5 cents a share. As for its prospects, LB Aluminium says it's mindful of the volatility in aluminium prices. It will continue to monitor prices to protect margins and ensure its selling prices remain competitive. Nationwide Express saw its shares jump as much as 43% today on talk of a possible M&A with Century Logistics. The counter was trading as high as 91 cents earlier today, while Century Logistics' share price saw a more modest improvement, up by over 5% to as high as 1 ringgit 43. Both companies deny the rumour. Century Logistics Executive Director Edwin Yap says the group is on the lookout for an acquisition, but the candidate is not Nationwide. Meanwhile, Nationwide COO Indra Izwan Muhammad Yusuf also says the group is not in a position to sell and that it prefers to be the acquirer when the right opportunity comes. Nationwide closed at 78 cents today, up 23%, while Century Logistics ended trading at 1 ringgit 39, up 4.5%.